I'm very excited about today's episode. It's becoming quite a chore trying to find new G.I. Joe classified figures for a fair price, or waiting a year for the pre-orders to finally arrive. Anyway, I was able to get my hands on a slippery serpent, and I'm very excited to take a look at it. So, stick around. Fellow dorks and dorkettes, and welcome to It Came From My Side of the Laundry Room. My name's Rob, and in this episode we will be unboxing, playing with, and reviewing one of the brand new G.I. Joe classified figures. We will be looking at the Cobra B.A.T, or Battle Android Trooper. Now, this was one of my favorite figures growing up, and when I did the Fistful of Joes and showed off the 25th anniversary figure in my collection, that one's still one of my favorites. There's just something about this guy. Either it's his robotic attachments, the awesome open chest cover with, robotics inside, or, to me, this mustard yellow color that they used to highlight the black uniform that he wears. I don't know. I'm weird when it comes to that, but there's just certain colors that stand out and kind of excite me from my childhood. I know, really weird, but I never said I wasn't weird. So let's crack this dude open and see what he has to offer.
Yo, Joe!
Here we go, folks. The G.I. Joe classified Cobra Battle Android Trooper, or BAT for short. First things first, this packaging is chock full of accessories. Unfortunately, a lot of them I won't utilize, but it's really neat to have them on hand if I wanted to. Now, first things first, let's take a look at this awesome artwork. We have a damaged bat, which we can see in the packaging here. Whoops, sorry for the glare. It comes with a damaged head. Sorry for the camera movement there. Look at the side here. A close-up of them probably building a bat, because look at that. It looks like its head's being built. The armor pieces, the hardware inside, his robotic eye behind the awesome visor. Ooh, and like the blowtorch attachment. At least that's what I always thought it was. Here we have the new packaging art, which is awesome. And since I'm too lazy to look these up on the Hasbro website, which everyone tells me about, I just make up what he's good at. He's good at geography, throwing stars, punching people in the face, and he likes using the rook when he plays chess. So let's crack this guy open and see if he's as awesome as I hope he is. Anyway, folks, here's the bat out of his packaging. And this just feels like a very nice figure. It's got good weight to it. Feels very sturdy. And yeah, let me apologize. I got blue crayon under my nail there. So yeah, apologies. Anyway, yeah, this is just making me feel very nostalgic. Everything from the mustard colored Cobra insignia, the awesome yellow highlights like I mentioned, the open chest compartment, which I would love to find like lenticular a sheet or something that I could cut out and try to give it that shimmery 3D effect of the original toy. Now, the original toy, it was just a sticker, but this time they actually molded these little pieces into the chest. Now, of course, with all of the classified figures, great range of motion. Great detailing, by the way, while we're looking at it, this fabric. Very nice. I mean, it has great texture. The rumpling of the fabric, very nice. Man, I love that mustard color for some reason. Like I said, I'm weird. I can't help it. His robotic arms. Very cool. And yes, I do feel a little scared moving these because they're not as, bulky as the other figures in the line, but I mean, it's the detailing of the robotic arms. It looks great. The detailing of the robotic hands, look at that. Very nice. Very, very nice. Got some grenades here. Now, his head seems a little bit thinner, more streamlined than the original with his bigger head. This is more in line with like the 25th anniversary style, which is great. Why do I always have trouble with keeping them up? There we go. So let's take a look at the accessories. Of course, like I pointed out, we have see if I can get this not to be blurry, a battle damaged head. Very nice. You see the metal skull, the robotic eye. This is like a shattered face shield. Look at that. Even the detailing on these like vents here. Very cool. Unfortunately, this is something I will not be using because if I had multiple ones, maybe, but with just one, I'm happy enough to display his original head. We have this awesome backpack, very reminiscent of the original. And it has compartments for 2 here and 1 here that would hang upside down. Very cool addition. I like that. We will play with that after we take a look at his arm attachments. We have 2 different chest plates. Oh, fine then. One battle damaged, which would go with the battle damaged head, and one that is perfectly fine, streamlined. I mean, but again, I'm not going to use this because I like the OG look of the exposed chest. So this will just go into my accessory drawers. Now, he comes with a pretty nice pistol. Looks like it has a laser sight under it. I mean, look at that. It even has, the barrel bored out. Very nice. And that will go into his hip holster here. Or leg holster. There we go. Perfect fit. Very snug. That's not going anywhere. Let me attempt to have him stand again. Ta-da. Don't worry. He won't be standing for long because after we take a look at these in detail, we're going to try putting them on. Here we have his grabber claw, his hydraulic claw, if you will. I mean, wow. So close to the original. That is great. Even has like the serrated bits on it. I really like that. We have this, which I wrongly labeled as the flamethrower attachment, which we'll get into later. I think this is just probably a laser gun attachment. And yes, a spitting image of the original. And the flamethrower attachment that I was thinking about. I mean, it has like the pilot light part and the part where it sprays the flammable gas or liquid from it. But really great detailing. I mean, for such a small little accessory, they put a lot of work into it. So now that we have those 3, let's take a look at the removable arms here. Now let's go with the left, because he's going to need his, well, I guess it makes sense to use his right so he can pull his piece. So we'll set the awesome hand there. Like I said, I just feel a little bit of little fright in moving these around because I don't want to break it. I mean, I just bought it. So let's go with the claw first. Ah! I just broke the arm. I'm sorry. The claw. Very cool. I like it. Might be the one I stick with. Now the laser gun attachment, or auger. I even thought it was an auger when I was a kid, like he could dig into the ground and then pop up and attack Joe. I like it, but it's not like visually as appealing as the claw or even the flamethrower. Yeah, now you're talking. It's got like a full range of mobility. I really like that. It can spin this way. Of course, the arm can move any way you want. But at the end of the day, it's a robot, so I don't know how much posing it would do, like a human counterpart would. But that looks pretty cool. Very neat. I like it. I like it a lot. But like I said, I think I'm going to go with his claw because it's just more visually appealing to me, especially with the bat being up on the shelf with the rest of my Cobra forces. I mean, that looks pretty cool. I like that. But while we're here looking at these attachments, let's start putting them into the backpack and putting it on his back and seeing what he looks like all geared up. I would think that'd be a little distressing to see a hand sticking out of a backpack. I mean, they go in so great. And I like the design change of having the posts on these and not on his arm. And the backpack had little posts that the holes would go into. Now, since these have posts, the backpacks have holes. So I like that design change, honestly. And it's kind of nice to have a figure without like flak armor or anything to impede the backpack like we've seen with some of the other ones. Oh, don't fall. He wants to fall. I wish they would sell bases for these, just like the old school bases or 25th anniversary that say G.I. Joe or Cobra on it. That would be pretty cool. Buy like a, handful of Cobra and G.I. Joe bases. I would definitely go for that if it was on Pulse or something. Anyway, yeah, here's the bat. I'm super excited. I love it. And I can understand why everyone is clamoring to get as many as they can. Unfortunately, it doesn't leave a lot for the rest of us, but all the power to them. And yeah, I'm sure you have an awesome Cobra army between this and the Alley Viper, which I'm still hunting for. So yeah, I love it. Back to me. Okay, back to me. And as you can hear in the background, we have authentic washing machine sounds because we are in a laundry room after all. Anyway, I love this figure. It's great. He looks awesome hanging out with the rest of Cobra up on the shelf. Now, I need to make a statement for my own well-being. Now, I found this on Amazon, like I said. But if I were to dig a little bit deeper and go to websites like B.A.T Toy Store and things like that, I'm sure I could find one a fair market value price along with a lot of the other classified figures I want. But in the immortal words of TLC, I stick to the rivers and lakes that I'm used to. Now what that means is I usually just frequent the same stores because I'm already purchasing things there and it can just be lumped into that. And as far as like pre-orders go, I like how Amazon handles it. Now I've pre-ordered a couple things from Target and I hate how they keep dinging my account. They don't take the money out, they just ding it to make sure the money's still there, even though they don't even give me a ship date for the item. As usual, big business wants their money, but they don't care about you having the info you need on what you're actually purchasing. Maybe one day I'll take the plunge and head over to B.A.T Toy Store or Hasbro Pulse, but as odd as it is, the actual manufacturer on their official site sells out quicker than anybody. That makes 0 sense when it comes to pre-orders. You're the manufacturer. Take as many pre-orders as you can and make the amount of toys to fill those, as well as the other markets that you sell in. It just, makes 0 sense to me how the manufacturer themselves can be sold out of a pre-order. But what do I know? Anyway, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please give me a thumbs up. If you got something to say, please leave a comment. I love reading them, and I love getting back to everybody. And if you're new around here and you enjoyed this or any of my other episodes that YouTube is recommending down here, please hit subscribe. And if you hit that little bell icon, you will be notified whenever there's a new episode. So anyway, until next time, thanks for watching. Keep being rad and stay dorky!